High cortisol isn't just stress, it's an ancient alarm system your ancestors relied on to survive saber-toothed tigers and brutal winters. But when that system gets stuck on, it silently dismantles your body from the inside. Most people think stress is just a feeling, something mental. The truth is physical, written in your belly fat, your sleepless nights, and your foggy brain. Cortisol is your body's built-in emergency broadcast, and once you see these 11 signs, you'll never mistake them for personal failure again. Let me show you what high cortisol really means. For millions of years, cortisol was a life-saving miracle. It surged when a hunter spotted a predator. It shot glucose into the blood for fast energy. It raised heart rate and sharpened focus. The threat came, you fought or ran, and then cortisol dropped. Your body rested, repaired, and recovered. But in the modern world, the threats never stop. The morning alarm, the traffic, the endless notifications, the pressure to perform, the blue light at midnight. Your body cannot tell the difference between a charging lion and a looming deadline, so it pumps out cortisol constantly. The alarm never shuts off. Imagine a fire alarm that keeps blaring for years. The noise doesn't just annoy you, it cracks the walls, destroys your sleep, and grinds your organs down. That is chronic high cortisol, and it leaves a trail of wreckage you cannot ignore. These 11 signs are that trail. Sign number 1. You carry weight around your midsection that refuses to budge, no matter how you eat or exercise. This is not a lack of discipline. It is cortisol acting like a panicked foreman ordering a siege stockpile. When your brain perceives a threat, it signals your adrenal glands to release cortisol. Cortisol's ancient job was to prepare for famine. It tells your body, store fat, especially visceral fat, deep in the abdomen, because hard times are coming. Visceral fat is packed right next to your liver so it can be converted to quick energy for fight or flight. That made perfect sense when threats were physical and food was scarce. Today, the threat is chronic email stress, and the famine never comes. Your body keeps packing away fat right where you least want it. Research confirms that high cortisol directly correlates with increased abdominal fat, even in people who are not overweight overall. You are not failing your diet. Your body is winning a survival game that no longer exists. Sign number 2. You wake up around 3 a.m. with a racing mind, unable to fall back asleep. This is the classic cortisol awakening response gone wrong. Normally, cortisol follows a beautiful daily rhythm. It should be highest in the morning to get you out of bed, then gradually drop throughout the day to let you sleep. But chronic stress flips the curve. Cortisol stays elevated late into the night and then spikes in the early morning hours. You lie there exhausted but wired. Your brain is scanning for threats because cortisol is shouting danger while you should be in deep repair. This is not just annoying, it is a vicious cycle. Poor sleep raises cortisol further, and high cortisol destroys deep sleep. You are stuck in a loop where your body can never fully rest. That same 3 a.m. wake up was actually useful for ancestors guarding the cave against predators. Now, it just ruins your recovery. Sign number 3. You cannot think clearly. Words escape you. You reread the same sentence. Your creativity is dead. This is brain fog, a direct consequence of cortisol soaking your hippocampus. The hippocampus is your memory and learning center, packed with cortisol receptors. Under acute stress, cortisol sharpens memory of the threat, but when the stress never ends, cortisol becomes toxic. Studies show that prolonged high cortisol actually shrinks the hippocampus. It's like a garden flooded with salt water until nothing grows. You feel mentally slow because your brain's infrastructure is being eroded. People often blame age or lack of sleep when cortisol is the hidden arsonist. Here's the twist. Your brain is shrinking to protect you, prioritizing survival circuits over higher thinking. In a constant crisis, you don't need philosophy, you need reflexes. The fog is not weakness, it is a desperate adaptation. Sign number 4. You crave sugar, salt, and carbs like a drug. This is not a willpower problem. Cortisol directly hijacks your appetite. When cortisol surges, your body anticipates a massive energy expenditure. It screams for rapid fuel, glucose. It makes you crave high-sugar, high-fat foods because those pack the densest caloric punch. Back on the savannah, after escaping a lion, you needed to replenish quickly. Today, after an argument with your boss, you reach for a donut, and it's not your fault. Cortisol also blunts the sensitivity of your brain's reward pathways, so you need more and more sugar to feel satisfaction. It's a perfect trap. The more stressed you are, the more you crave junk, and the junk spikes insulin, which messes with cortisol, and around you go. You are not addicted to food. You are chemically hijacked by an ancient survival program that cannot tell the difference between a lion and a dead lion. Sign number 5, you get sick all the time. Every cold going around the office finds you. That is because cortisol is an immune suppressant. In the short term, cortisol actually reduces inflammation, which is good when you sprain an ankle, but chronically, it shrinks your thymus gland, which produces T cells, your body's soldiers. It is like cortisol is a budget-slashing manager cutting defense spending because it is convinced the war never ends. Research confirms that people under chronic stress have lower immune response and heal wounds more slowly. If you are catching every bug, your cortisol might be telling your immune system to stand down, leaving the gates wide open. It's a strategic move that made sense for a few hours of survival, not years. Sign number 6, your digestion is a mess. Bloating, cramps, constipation, or diarrhea become your norm. The gut is often called the second brain, and it is exquisitely sensitive to cortisol. When cortisol rises, it pulls blood away from digestion and shuttles it to muscles for fight or flight. Digestion is deemed non-essential in a crisis, but when stress is constant, your gut lining gets starved of blood and oxygen, leading to inflammation and leaky gut. Plus, cortisol disrupts the balance of your microbiome, favoring bad bacteria that thrive on the sugar you are now craving. It's a double hit. Your belly is not broken. It's being robbed of resources because cortisol keeps screaming "run" while you sit in traffic. Sign number 7, your blood pressure is creeping up. Cortisol tightens your blood vessels, making your heart pump harder to get blood to your brain and limbs. It's preparing you for action, but action never comes. Over time, this sustained vascular constriction leads to hypertension. It's like driving with the emergency brake on. The system wears out. This pressure increase was meant to last minutes, not decades. Many people with so-called essential hypertension may actually be walking around with a chronic stress response. It's a silent artery destroyer. Sign number 8, you are losing muscle and feeling weak even if you work out. Cortisol is catabolic. It breaks down muscle protein into amino acids so the liver can convert them to glucose in a process called gluconeogenesis. Your body is literally cannibalizing your own muscle to keep blood sugar high for a perceived emergency. This is excellent if you are starving and need to fuel your brain, but disastrous when you are just stressed at a desk. High cortisol combined with poor sleep is a recipe for muscle wasting. You can lift all you want, but if cortisol is high, you are tearing down muscle faster than you can build it. You are not weak. Your body is eating itself to save you from a famine that never shows up. Sign number 9, your skin breaks out, thins, or bruises easily. Cortisol degrades collagen, the scaffolding of your skin. It also ramps up oil production, leading to adult acne. Many women notice breakouts before a stressful event. That's cortisol and androgens surging. Long-term, high cortisol makes skin fragile, slow to heal, and prematurely wrinkled. The external signs of aging are often just the footprint of stress hormones. Your skin is a mirror of your internal alarm system. Sign number 10, you are irritable, anxious, or tearful over small things. This emotional volatility is cortisol amping up the amygdala, your brain's fear center. It makes you hypervigilant, scanning for threats in neutral faces, interpreting minor criticism as a major attack. This also made sense when a rustle in the grass could be a snake. Now it just destroys relationships. You might snap at loved ones, then hate yourself for it. But it's not a character flaw. It's a brain bathed in danger signals. Cortisol shrinks the prefrontal cortex, which regulates impulse control, so you are less able to calm yourself. You are not a bad person. You're a good person with a hijacked nervous system. Lastly, number 12, you have zero libido. From an evolutionary standpoint, reproduction is a luxury for safe times. When cortisol is high, your body down-regulates sex hormones. It shuts off the production of testosterone and estrogen because why would you make babies when you are being chased by a predator? This mechanism is so powerful that chronic stress can cause menstrual irregularities and infertility. If your drive has vanished, it's not that you have fallen out of love or lost attraction, it's cortisol prioritizing survival over sex. Your body is saying now is not the time. Now, listen closely. These 11 signs are not separate problems. They're the same alarm bell ringing in 11 different rooms. You are not broken, lazy, or falling apart. Your body is executing a brilliant ancient protocol designed to keep you alive. The tragedy is that modern life triggers this protocol every single day with pings, notifications, blue light, processed food, loneliness, and never-ending mental labor. Our ancestors faced acute bursts of cortisol, then rested. We marinate in it, and that marinade slowly cooks us. But here is the critical truth. These signs can also be caused by underlying medical conditions, like Cushing's syndrome, or by medications. If you are experiencing a cluster of these symptoms, you must see a doctor and get your cortisol tested. Ideally, a 4-point salivary test, not just a single blood draw, because cortisol fluctuates wildly. Do not self-diagnose. Use this as a starting point. And for some, the solution is not a pill. It is about restoring the natural rhythm. Morning light, darkness at night, real food, boundaries, and learning to signal safety to your nervous system. You can teach your body that the famine is over, the predator is gone. The signs you just learned are your body's plea for that signal. Now that you recognize the 11 signs of high cortisol and understand how this ancient alarm system is silently aging you from the inside, you need to see how your body's entire architecture plays a role in your aging speed. Cortisol isn't the only force shaping your longevity. Your height is a biological contract signed before birth, and it dictates a hidden trade-off most people never see. Go watch our video, The Truth About Your Height, Why You Age Differently, right now, and discover whether being tall or short sets your clock ticking faster. Which of these 11 signs hit you hardest? Tell me in the comments before you go.